It's a really compelling matchup that has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. One of the best matchups all season long between two elite runners colliding here today. Welcome to the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Crumbstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Dogs will kick this deep to get us going. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Start the drive with a good throw to the right. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup. This is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football, an early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you'd love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
Getting set up. It's a first down play. To the air. It's Blue. The receiver grabs it. They bring him down at the 45 and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
The Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made on the right side. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Makes the catch downfield. Clutch conversion on 3rd there. Sets him up first down from the 31.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll hand it off. Great cut there. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. To throw, it's Blue. Looking for 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
You talk about the right way to get a game started. This offense put together a nice scheme. They felt comfortable with the script, and they moved the ball all the way down the field. 10 plays, and they get a touchdown. If you're the defensive coordinator, you're back to the drawing board trying to figure this out.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Now he comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Fighting off the defender. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
Short pass finds the tight end. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw, and look at these yards.
First down, we're going to throw the football. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
He just has to be protected better than that. He's the guy who can shift the tenure of a game. It's the offensive line's job to ensure he's kept clean.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice game.
Offense are going to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Quick throw out left, complete. Here he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. A great catch and run for 6. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Looking to pass. It's Blue. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Finding some room at the 25. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen right here by this offense. They let the rushers get upfield, completely oblivious that the blockers are getting out in front and getting downfield, put the ball right on the back, and let him have all that space and an escort in front of him to pick up big yards.
Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. We are deadlocked at the end of a fun, competitive first quarter. Let's check out the stats so far. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They'll run it to the left. The Buckeyes pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. And you think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
Buckeyes will have 1st and 10 here. He hands it off from the gun. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
And gain makes it 2nd and medium. The back in motion now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. Now they're running on the toss. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that 1st down marker. The Buckeyes will come to the line here looking to convert on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the 1st down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Eludes a tackle. The player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Buckeyes are in the red zone. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
They face a 3rd and short on the 9th play of this drive. They'll try to run for the 1st down. They're able to convert, and it'll be 1st and goal at the 7.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Buckeyes line up with a 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. Scanning the field. It's blue. Pressure is coming. Wentz in a quick sack.
Boy, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Oh, the defense completely blows it here. They lose to tight end. He's a real option for this quarterback, especially on 3rd and goal. I'm surprised they wouldn't put a big safety or a linebacker right on top of him. He's open. Quarterback made the throw. And they got a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, so it's 14-7. So after pulling up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Important 2nd down play coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Catch made in space. Look out. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this 1st down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack is so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Completion good for 1st down yardage for this offense. He'll hand it off. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He escapes the pocket. Receiver makes the grab. Good enough for 1st down yardage. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
2nd down after that previous play. Looking for a man. Caught over the middle. It's Francis. And the timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Looking to chuck it again. Throws it to the right. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now on this drive. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes a quick catch. And they convert on third. Football at the 20 now. First down in the red zone. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Bringing pressure. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job of taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Running back grabs it on a screen. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
The offense gets some positive yards here, but they're going to be short of the first down marker to set up fourth down. Really good job by the defense of tackling and the awareness to keep him short of that first down marker.
He made it. 3 points on the board.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So they settle for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. It's a squib kick. It's going to be fielded by one of the up men. Tackle is made at the 35. Good job by the kick returner that time. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Dropping back. It's Blue. Looking deep to the right side. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play and a drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum and a chance at a big play.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Oh, look, he's chucking it deep again. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Chris, I love this throw downfield. He takes a shot. I thought he had a big completion, but instead the defender makes one heck of a play to be able to knock that ball away for the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's looking deep again. And it's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Here we go on 4th down. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it deep to begin the second half. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Georgia offense is back out on the field. The passing game effective in the first half. Let's see if they keep it going or if the defense has made adjustments to protect the lead here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Not easy to bring down. The quarterback finally gets the job done.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it go quickly. And he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today. But it's going to bring up fourth down. The Dogs will have to kick this away. And finally, we have a punt, the first of the game for either team. And that sets up a return. And the returner is brought down. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They'll start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Chris, it's a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now a big decision coming up here on fourth.
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
And the return man runs out of bounds. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Well, if there's a silver lining for the defense, at least this quarterback didn't get out and gash him for a first down. But now they've got options coming up here. I wouldn't be surprised to see if they go back to him again.
Now it's 2nd down here. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Ball handed to the running back. Picks up the first, looking for more. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Boy, this defense seems to be confused. That's back-to-back big carries for first downs. They better get it together, or this could be an easy drive for this offense.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw here. Running back has it on a screen now. Muscles past the defender. And they make the stop, but the screen pass fools the defense enough to pick up first down yardage.
Chris, it really looked to me like those linebackers in zone coverage had their eyes in the backfield looking at the quarterback. They lost the running back sneaking out on that angle route. And I thought the quarterback did a nice job of waiting, being patient, and then making a nice throw for a first down.
Going absolutely nowhere with a loss of the play.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum that comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Here's the 2nd down play. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid game.
Important third down play coming up. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. An important third down attempt for this offense. You cannot escape. It's a sack.
You know, the quarterback looks like he makes the right read, but I got to tell you, I think he underestimated the speed of this defense and how quickly they were able to get to him to prevent him from picking up the first down.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And he doesn't field it cleanly. The ball is loose.
The ball is knocked away from him. That ball could bounce anywhere. But a great heads-up play by the returner to be able to avoid a disastrous play and get the recovery.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. They're going to run it here. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line. Well, this is what we hoped for. This is what we expected, Kurt. A tight, tough battle between two really good teams. Now, who can step up and make that winning play down the stretch?
Well, early in the year, these two teams have actually lived up to the billing of two top-5 teams, showing a lot on offense and defense. Now, with so much on the line early in the year, tight game, who's going to make the plays to walk out of here the victor?
And that run, good for first down yardage. The drive moves on. Incomplete on a very quick throw.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Looking to throw. It's Blue. Quick dart to the right. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Powering through the defender. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal. Well, Kurt, Ohio State has the lead here after 1. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He had all day back there before throwing the strike. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Well, another touchdown pass for this quarterback. Multiple scores on the day. He is in total control of this offense right now, and the defense just doesn't have an answer.
Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Georgia offense is back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? The pocket breaking down. He's going to take off here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.